Hello once again. As you can see, we are on a Napa Auto Parts Open Road special. For the past few weeks I've been working at the National Distribution Centre in Rotherham, 1 million square foot of all your automotive needs. But up the road in Ossett, near Wakefield and Leeds area, there is a new dart shop called Pinnacle Darts. It was opened by Charlie Murphy, who we had the interview with on the profile, and I got to saw at the Influencers event at the MODUS Super Series not so long ago. So it's been opened by Charlie, it's been opened a few weeks now. I've seen the videos, the facilities look really good. You've got all your needs for darting, starting to professional level. So we'll go and head up and see what indeed the shop is like.
Pinnacle Darts, 11 Wellgate in Ossett, and that's in Wakefield, WF5 8NS. And as you can see, it is right in the heart of the town centre. And looking into the shop, you've got all the major brands there: Winmore, Red Dragon, Unicorn, Mission, all of it. And as you can see there, one of the owners, Craig, is stocking up ready for a busy day. I had a chance of speaking with Craig here.
I'm here at Pinnacle Darts in Ossett, and I'm here with the owner, Craig. How are we doing today?
I'm good, mate. Nice to meet you.
So, you've been open 8 weeks.
8 weeks today, yeah.
But there's been a lot in the build-up to that 8 weeks. I mean, you've seen a few pop-up shops and online, like, you know, if you follow all the darts pages on Facebook. But for you guys, this has been a real development and a real long-term.
Yeah, I think there's about 2 or 3 dart shops popping up a week at the minute, isn't there? You know. So no, look for us. This has been quite a long plan in the works. I'd say 12 to 18 months. Yeah. Me and my buddy Craig, you know. Yeah, listen, Pinnacle Darts has even working on the name and the branding took so long for us. It was a lot of sleepless nights just going through names and certainly the branding as well. And that's kind of a lot that we're receiving in terms of positive feedback of people of asking, is this your first shop, you know? So, or how many shops do you have essentially? So yeah, which is
a strong statement. I mean, you've opened a first shop and you've already got people going, have you got more shops? Which shows that this brand could literally go anywhere. And it's due to the name, because a lot of the pop-up shops have got regional names, which restricts them where it's for yourself.
Exactly. You could take Pinnacle Darts absolutely anywhere. So yeah, we've had a good long think about this, and like for myself personally, look, I'm 35 and I've been a fan of darts since a very young age, of the age of 6 or 7 years old. So look, when darts first came onto Sky Sports, I think it was in the mid-90s, I was just kind of hooked in. You had these characters on there, such as, you know, Keith Deller, who would, to me, would throw chalk all over the board, and I didn't quite understand that. You'd have Rod Harrington, who looked like he'd just come from a wedding with his tie on. Shane Burgess with a very, very distinct throw. So I think a player for me who kind of drew me in, kind of based around the hype, was not many people remember the name, but it was Peter Everson. And I think the Fen Tiger. Is he still playing darts now?
Still does bits.
Does he?
Yeah.
It would have been good to see him on the seniors, you know. So hopefully that can happen. But it was for him that he was the player who sort of drew me into darts at that young age, as well as all the interesting characters as well. So, like for me and Craig, lifelong darts fans.
Yeah, I mean, when the PDC first started, he brought in that boxing, wrestling elements with the walk-ons. And it's just completely different. It grabbed your attention, and as you said, you have all these characters. But just moving back onto where you started, so this passion of darts has always been there, and you're a student of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You understand different aspects of
different
products and things, and now you're putting all this together into this shop where, yes, you're a shop where you've got all your darts, flight stems, accessories, dartboards, but you provide a better service.
I would certainly like to think so, based on the feedback that we received in these 8 weeks. Like I said, you know, I'm a big student of the game, as is my buddy Craig, and you know, my young son, who's just turned 14, is a promising darts player as well. So there was the passion from him, which obviously spurred me on to as well to essentially build something a bit different to what everybody else is doing. That was kind of my motivation. So in here we have something which has been really, really well received is obviously the Try Before You Buy service, where we try our very best to find the correct dart for all our customers. So as you saw this morning, there was a young lad in here who had he was having problems with fishtailing, and we set him up with different configurations, and he went away with his dad very happy. He came from Doncaster. We've had people come from Scotland, from Wales. There was a chap who saw us on TikTok in America. He came over to watch the darts at the Leeds Direct Arena and came over to see us, and he was the American said that he was stoked to be here. But yeah, so it was look, it's been absolutely incredible in these 8 weeks, and this is a family-run business, and we try to welcome our customers like they're a part of the family. There's a gentleman who comes in every single day. He's 83 years old in his wheelchair. He comes in with his coffee. We'll retrieve his darts for him every time. And he's even got a Pinnacle Darts shirt and a hat as well. He absolutely loves it. So it's a big, one of the team. It's a big family.
The Pinnacle is obviously a great name for a business, but you're trying to look at yourselves as the pinnacle of what darts customer service should be.
I'd certainly like to think so. And like I say, we've been open 8 weeks, and I think for us is never take his eye off the ball. Complacency, that can be a killer and a downfall. So we're always listening to feedback from as many people. I ask a lot of questions to people. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? So we try to do everything we can.
And you had your opening with Charlie Murphy.
Absolutely.
Who's big on TikTok and YouTube. He was at the recent influencers event in Portsmouth.
Did you notice who was on his shirt as well?
Yes, indeed. So you've got a good working relationship.
Yep.
And how was that experience planning and strategizing of getting someone to open the shop?
It was very stressful. I will say that. But no, look, with Charlie, he's a fantastic fella, great human being, and we're absolutely delighted to be working with him and sponsoring him as well. And look, that opening day was unbelievable. He's got his gold placard up there, and I bought his Gen 1 darts from him, and I says I'll buy them if I can have 100, the 100 set out of 100. So we'll keep building his merch up there.
And as his stock rises, I'm sure the stock will rise in them as well.
Well, to be fair, I've had a lot of people asking me to buy them. I'm naming a price. I just said no, they're not for sale. No. But delighted to be working with Charlie. And we just kicked it off straight away. Class him as a friend now.
Yeah. And obviously you've got yourself and the other Craig in the shop, but you also have darts coaches in, and you do coaching sessions, which is again something that not every dart shop has.
No, so we have obviously we've done quite a lot in a short space of time, and that will continue to grow. But we are working with Charlie Mamby. He started off with some one-to-ones, and had basically put out a post as a register and interest, and it exploded. So we're just basically working through the people who registered that interest, all different ages and abilities. Fantastic to see. But what is happening? From late June, early July will be youth and group sessions from here.
Summer school. School.
So
summer school.
we've had some incredible young players come through our doors. Hugely exciting. So youth and junior group sessions will be starting. Hugely excited about that.
That's massive. That's for me. As I'm thinking back when I started playing, I just went into a pub. I was like, do you have a darts team? And they went, yeah, kind of joined, if you want. Whereas now, the youth, it's got so many entries into it, where you've got the JDC, you've got different academies, and now summer schools as well, and it's just getting more and more exciting for the youth darts.
I think the seniors as well. I'm actually quite passionate about the seniors.
Yes.
As we mentioned, about Peter Everson, I'd love to see him on the seniors. Just looking at that kind of pool. Our local pub, I took down one of Oscar's, my son's Blade 6 boards and a surround. They had like an old battered cabinet in there, and from there, the local now has two like established teams within 6 months. It's great to see.
Yeah.
So long may that continue as well.
Yeah, and obviously with the ADC vaults, I mean, they're everywhere. So get on Darts Atlas, put your postcode in, you can find a tournament within 25 miles if you want. But for yourselves, I mean, what's the future? I mean, obviously you're here now, but what's your long-term goals, short-term goals?
Long-term goals, like it, you know, based on our name, the Pinnacle, we want to go to the top, obviously. So, yeah, we'd love to obviously secure more locations when the time's right. The website will be functional from the end of June, fingers crossed. Like I say, look, within 8 weeks, we have coaching, groups are starting, website. And yeah, the reception we've received from everybody has been astounding. We're just really, really grateful. Yeah.
Well, on behalf of Darts World, we wish you all the very best.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
So, whilst we're setting up, we could see that you can see there's a festival outside, and there's some customers coming in. They've come from Leeds. This is Jack and his father Chris. Jack's taking up the game, so he's trying out some different darts to purchase. They had a budget, but you can see here they were doing a try before you buy. Obviously, when you're buying something like this, and especially if it's a first set of darts, you want to make sure they're the right one. So there they were looking at various options, and he said he likes the weight of 24 grams, but he wanted something a little bit heavy, and as you can see there, they've got a wide range of products. Jack in particular wanted a product that had the Swiss point darts. And there we go, he's trying them out, and he seems to be very happy with this setup. So what they do here is they ask him to throw at separate parts of the board, so not to damage any barrels for potential future sales, but you still get an eye of how the dart is performing with their style of throw. And I've got to say, Jack's got a very good throw indeed. Look at that. And this was the set that they decided to buy in the end, and they got a few accessories as well. And I got to speak to Jack's dad, Chris, here.
So I'm here with Chris, who's come with his son Jack here to get a set of darts. And what was your expectations coming to the shop?
Yeah, we just basically looked for a darts shop online and found you guys and drove here. We come from Leeds, and it was quite easy to find.
And in terms of the service, I mean, obviously you had a few trials, a few sets of darts, or Jack did, should we say? But overall, what was your expectations of the service? I mean, was you expecting to have a try for darts?
We weren't, no. We literally came in looking for a new set of darts, and they spent, a good 15-20 minutes with us. Literally let us have, as much time as we wanted to select a good set of darts.
Excellent stuff, and within budget.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we had £60 budget. They didn't try and sell us something that was overpriced. They got the weights right, and we ended up paying £39.99 for a set of darts.
Happy days, happy days. So, would you recommend this experience?
Absolutely. Yeah, very friendly service.
There we go. What more can you say? So I'm here with the legend that is Peter at Pinnacle Darts. How are we doing today?
Champion. Yeah.
So I believe you come here every day.
I do.
What brings you here every day?
I'm Craig. I'm Craig. That's it. I am Craig. Every day I come, and younger Craig as well.
And younger Craig.
Younger Craig as well. No. Because you're not here as much as what this Craig is here.
So, how do you feel that Pinnacle Darts has cemented itself in the community?
I think this is the best thing that's happened to Ossett. This shop. Without a doubt. When it was first advertised as being a dart shop, I said, that's going to go well. And look at it. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
And because it's not just a shop where people...
Oh, it's not. No. Sometimes they buy me a coffee.
They might make coffee. We'll have to get one of them on a barista course, maybe.
I think by the cross for it. Yeah, no, it's absolutely brilliant. I love it this place, and I love the staff. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, just occasionally I get cross with one of them.
Oh, really? No discount code. But Peter, it's been a tremendous pleasure to meet
It's
you.
been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
know, it's just a pleasure to come in, to be alive to come into this shop. That's the main thing, isn't it? Yeah. I come in every day just to make sure that they're doing the job properly.
You're the gaffer that's
Right,
yeah.
on the quiet.
That's it. Ah, right, okay. That's your secret safe with me. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, it sounds
Thank
like
you very much.
You're welcome.
So, on reflection, coming to this shop, it's got everything you need. It's got all the darts you need, all the accessories, etc. You've got your practice lanes as well, which are £12 for 55 minutes. And here you've got 3 people playing against each other at the same time using one of the lanes. And you can see Oscar is having a practice himself. But overall, I think this style of dart shop is going to be the future of darts. People, and it's, as I said, it's a real bed of the community. I'd like to thank Pinnacle Darts for their time, and we wish them all the very best of luck. But where to next?